Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to Trading Waves, a short video where we'll be looking at the Australian US dollar. So please do the honors, pause, and read the disclaimer before you can continue with the video. Right, so before we can get started, guys, please do take note that we are currently offering the 30% off our courses. So you just purchase the course and then you also get to join our community or have a mentorship that we offer. All right, so you can consider to take advantage of that special. There will be some changes that will be coming in our pricing. So obviously, some people might not see it or doesn't make sense, but we will be having some changes or we'll be having like different plans. Right, so you can visit us at trading-waves.com when then you'll get to see what we offer, our services. You can go to our pricing here and you can also chat to us regarding any of our services. Just here on the bottom right corner there, you can chat to us live. Somebody's always there to attend to those. Please do the honors and then like our video and share, and also make sure that the bell notification it is turned on so that every time we release this free content, at least you are notified. Right, so let's have a look at the Australian US dollar, how we have been forecasting this year and what's the way forward. Before I can even jump into the live chart, I want to take you guys back. This is a chart that we've had from the 18th of October the previous year. So this is to show you that we are not all about buying and selling and buying and selling, trying to sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here. No, we look at the trend, and then after we've identified the trend, then we look to trade the trades that are in the direction of that trend. So if you look at this year back in the October 2018, we have been looking at your Australian dollar that it should make a move to the upside here. So we were here, we were looking for the move to the downside here, and we're expecting a move to the upside. Obviously, what we do at Trading Waves, we ride the trend, and most of the time we are swing traders. So when you see this arrow pointing up here, we are simply showing you that we are expecting a big move to the upside. So obviously, you can find everything once you consider to join our mentorship. So we've got a very active community on Discord where we interact with our members. So this was a forecast that we wanted to see this year make a move to the upside. Obviously, if you are following the Australian US dollar, or this is your favorite pair, you will see that we have already made a move to the upside here. So from around this area here, we were here when I show you this chart here, we were around. So this chart here that I'm showing you here, you would see that we were somewhere around this area here. So we were simply looking for this ending diagonal here to come to an end or to be completed, and we're looking for a move to the upside after that. So we're somewhere here, we went lower here, we get to the other side here, and when you completed the ending diagonal, and already we've made a move that is over 500 pips just from this low here to this high here. We've already made about 600 pips to be exact here. That's a 600 pips move that we've seen to the upside. Now this shall give you a hint that every time that this was making through a move pullback, we're looking for a buyers. We're looking for a buyers every time it was pulling back. So once we have identified that the trend is to the upside, all what we want to see now is for pullbacks in a three-wave move again. Obviously, these pullback, they can come in a form of a three-wave move, or they can come in a form of a 7 swing or an 11 sequence. Now we've seen that move of 600 pips. Now all of a sudden this has pulled back now yeah, so I will show you guys the labeling obviously, yeah, but I want us to look at this on the bigger view, that why do we expect that this must make a move to the upside. So if you've been following our videos that we post over the weekend, you will see, you will be familiar with this. So I'm just gonna take it from this swing low here. So we have been looking at this to have been a move to the upside here, and then we are looking at the move that is going to be related to this one here. Remember what I always say, that if I were to explain to you guys in just like less than 5 seconds what is an Elliott wave wave move in terms of a structure, I will just say it's an impulse, a correction, and then an impulse like this. Finish. Like I always say, once you understand this here, then you are ready that you can make money in the market. To be honest, now the market move in threes. We've said this one. You can search in the channel here. There is a video that was created by my colleague trading the WXY like a pro. Okay, just go and type that one on YouTube, trading WXY like a pro. You will find a video that was made by my colleague uh, where he explains very well that the market moved into threes. Now, with that being said, now we've had this move to the upside here on the Australian US dollar. Obviously, just by looking at this, you're seeing a 1, 2 here, a 3 here, with 4 here, and then this to have been made a wave A5. So this could be a wave 1, or it could even be a wave A. Yeah. Once I see 5 wave move, it's between those, wave 1 or a wave A. Now let's say it's either of this, wave A. Yeah. So once you have a 1, you must have a 2, and then you must have a 3 and a 4 and a 5. Once you have an A, you must have a B and then a wave C. Now we've been looking at this here, that this has just this what we have here, this has been a correction here. These two have made a nice three-wave move, expanding flat corrective structure here to the upper side like this here, and then this two have been your wave 1, your wave 2, your wave 3 here, your wave 4 here, and then this two have been an ending diagonal as a wave 5. So we've got this as a wave A here, and then let's say this is our wave B here. Let's say this is our wave B, or let's say this is our wave 2. Now, internally, this is made up of a three-wave move. So, like I always say, that you have an impulse and a correction. There's a lot that can take place within this correction here. There's a lot. You can have 3, 11, 7 swings. You can have your double correction here. You can have your complex correction here. There's a lot that can happen. If you can master these corrective structures here, then you are ready that you can make something, or you can take something out of the market. Now, looking at this, the internal waves are here. We've been also looking at this to have made the 5 wave move to the downside here. This being your 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a wave 5. This being your wave A here, and then this will be a 3, 3, 5, obviously completing this wave B. And then this is the 5 wave move to the downside that completed this wave C here. So this ABC in the blue here completed the wave B here, or the wave 3. Now that will mean we believe a trading wave that the market now here, this move to the upside here, that it started from this bottom, it is related to this one here. If that's the case, if it's related to that one here, that will mean we are very likely that we are having this one here to be a wave 1. This to be a wave 2 here, and then this to be a wave 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. Then from there, maybe that's when we can say that this might drop to the downside here. That's if this is an ABC. If it's a 1, 2, 3, then that will mean we'd even make a bigger move to the upside. But I'm not worried about that. For now, I just want to ride this trend here. Now, the number of pips that we saw here from this low here, we are talking about a thousand, just to round it off, just 1,000 pips. Because you can see we've talked about 994 pips here. So that will mean from this low here, the minimum that we might see is about 994 pips. Just to try and be exact here, that will mean from the low that we've seen here, we can get the price to get to around 0.7.2 area here. But obviously, it can even be more, or it can even fall short. But as long as it's going to complete the 5 wave move here on this leg here, this be a 1, 2, maybe a 3 here, a 4, a wave 5, that's all what we need. Whether it's going to extend here, go all the way to the upside, we just want to see the 5 wave move to the up side. Okay. Now, I believe that this is already started at the wave 1 of your wave C here, and then this will have been an A, B, C here. Obviously, wave C being an ending diagonal here. You will see when I switch on the labels, and I do believe that this is ready for a big move to the upside there on your Australian US dollar. Remember that if you've been following those weekly outlook, we have been talking about the DXY, that the DXY drop and then all of a sudden it made a 335. DXY made a structure like this here. Now it is somewhere it made this drop here on a DXY and it pulled back here. So the DXY it is somewhere here. Now we believe that the DXY it is going to drop all the way to the down side. If the DXY plays out this year, then it will mean that the US dollar code pairs they will be supported, that they make the move to the up side. That is just strictly based on the correlation. So if the DXY plays out as expected, then we will be expecting a big move to the downside on the DXY and a big move to the upside on an AUD US dollar. I will do a video of a DXY just in case if you are not well aware and talk more about that correlation. Alright, so let's go to the lower time frames here, and let's have a look at this here. Obviously, you've seen the chart here when we were at these lows here. We were around this area here when we were anticipating that that ending diagonal here, of which this is the 600 pip that I was referring to, that we've seen to the up side. Now, this 600 pips here, you can clearly see, even a great L chart can come and say they see the 5-wave moves here. That's exactly what I see. I see here your wave 1, your wave 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 5 here. Now, if you remember, towards at the end of December, when I was doing the weekly outlooks, let me see here. So this should have been somewhere around that area there. Yeah, it was somewhere in December when we were somewhere here. I said, you got to be mindful. Your NZDUSD and your AUDUSD dollar, they might be completing the 5-wave move here, and it might be time for a 3-wave move pullback. Indeed, we've seen here that we have traded lower here. Now, based on the guidelines of the Elliott wave, you would expect, now take note, these are just the guidelines, it's not the rules. You would expect that your wave to come in around your 5061.8 of this move here. So we've got this from this low to this high here. You would have expected that your wave 2 must come in around your 50 and your 61.8, and you can see here that this has came as far as beyond the golden pocket, the 0.6188. Now, obviously, we do have a blue box, a strategy that we use. That's if you are familiar with how we trade from the weekly outlook. So we anticipated that this was dropping in a 3-wave move. So it made a drop to the downside here, 5-wave move drop A here, and then this made a wave B. And we've looked at this one here to have been an ending diagonal A here, one of the very powerful reversal pattern. Some will call it a wedge when they are using the price action term. They said it's a falling wedge or it's a rising wedge, but it's one of those very powerful reversal pattern. Now, what we've seen is that this has already made this 3-wave move, this being your ABC, and all of a sudden this has made a move to the upside here. Now, no doubt, this looks a bit impulsively here. For me, at least, I'm looking at this to have made an impulsively move. Obviously, we have already triggered the trade here when this came here in this area of a blue box here. So we said this looks done here and it's time for a move to the upside. We also use the special indicator that tells us when these move are ready here. So this has been the case with an Australian US dollar. So we are trading this here. I did mention over the weekend that we do have some trades that are running, but obviously we have to keep this for our paid members. But I thought I should give you a heads up here on an Australian US dollar, because some people have been requesting that what is expected on the Australian US dollar. Now, somebody might come and say, oh, Australian US dollar, it is giving us a head and shoulder pattern, because I've had some comments like that. They say people, oh, this is giving us a head and shoulder pattern here. Yeah, it can play out like that. But I'm going to wait for the market to say or to come to our invalidation level, which are very important to us. Once the market comes to an invalidation level, then it gives you an edge that you can start now to look at an alternative view or what is happening. But as long as this, now since this has made a move to the downside here, completed these 3-wave moves here, and then we are calling it that it is done. So that will mean it should not come to around this swing low here. Now, if it comes there, then we start to look at the structure. What could be playing out here? Now, I'm going to switch off the labels here for now, and I want to just look at the alternative view, or not in an Elliott wave perspective, just to look at some other TA and see if can it be in line with what we are looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the candle patterns for now. If you are a candle pattern trader or you are familiar with these candle patterns, yeah, you will see that the past 2 weeks, what we've seen here on the Australian story, that it has made the tweezer bottoms in terms of the candle patterns here. But I want to concentrate on this. Yeah, look at this one here. It's a very nice bullish pin bar. Just like when we got this bearish pin bar here, we saw Australian US dollar here giving us this drop. Now, I always say to our members that um, it's important to know these candle patterns, and every time when you spot the candle pattern, it also needs to be in line with the wave count. Now imagine this: we saw this one here forming this bearish pin bar. Already we were saying that this is completing a 5 wave move to the upside. Yep. Now when we saw this drop, it was never a surprise. Now again, what we've got here now is that this has just formed. These more of like first this is a doji here, and then this have made a bullish pin bar. While we are saying that this has already completed the 3 wave move structure. Now look where you are getting this reversal pattern. So they become in line with the wave counts that we have. So it is very likely, just by looking at the candle pattern, that it's time for the Australian US dollar to start to give us this move to the upside. Yeah. Well, some people might say, oh no, this is not going to make a move to the upside. Yeah, it's a drop here. It might do this. If it does this through a move structure here, then we will be already bearing in mind that, okay, if it does this, then we might see this through a move lower here, because it must even do this one here and then this here. This give us a 3 wave move bounce here to the upside, drop lower here before it can make a move to the upside. But I don't want to go into detail on that because that involves your Elliott wave. Now, I wanted to just look at that kind of pattern on the higher time frame. Now, I want to go back on the lower time frame here, still just looking at this here with a different TA. So somebody might come and say, oh, the Australian US dollar here, it is forming. Please do look at the New Zealand US dollar video that I made here, and you'll see if it does make sense when it comes to Australian US dollar, because the two instruments, they've got that positive correlation. I don't have to go through that Australian that New Zealand US dollar pair. I've discussed it here. It is on the channel, and if you've taken note of it, you've seen what we have been anticipating. Definitely, you should be running on a profit on that one. Now, while we're here, somebody might come and say, oh, this has made a shoulder here. This has made a head here, so this could be building a shoulder here. So it might even do something like this. It can even maybe spend some time here, and then the time that was spent here on this shoulder here equals to the time that is spent on this right hand shoulder. Maybe that's when we get a move to the upside. Doesn't have to in terms of a time. So this could just be a shoulder here, a head here, and then this becomes a shoulder here, and then you make a move to the upside. They can never make it so obvious to us. Yeah, so this could be done, have it head and shoulder here, this being your neckline, and then it just make this move to the upside. So this is just a supported TA, why your Australian US dollar has got a high probability that it makes this move to the upside. Now, we are not here to claim that we are always right. This is just our own technical point of view when it comes into the market. We could be wrong. We could be wrong, and we accept it if we are defeated, and then we move on. But we just want to see those invalidation levels being hit. Then we can start to look at the other possibility. Yeah. Now, just zooming into this. Look at this, our blue box trade here that we discussed this during my members. That was yesterday and today. Yeah, made a very nice 3 wave move. Yeah, it fell right into the blue box here, and then this was another opportunity that you could have traded here. Now we're gonna be looking at this here that is going to extend this move to the upside here. Right, so now please do make sure, just because you are watching this video doesn't mean you must just go there and click your mouse. Add something here. It needs to make sense to each and everyone that decide to trade this based on this analysis that we are sharing. This is just a free content here. So as for more detailed content, then you can just jump into our Discord group, and then we will be we explain these here back to back. Remember that we do the New York, the London session. We do our charts update during the before just London Open, and you also got a live session that takes place as well before London Open or just when London is opening, where we prepare our members what is expected on that day. We also have the New York updates that we have as well here, so we update our charts twice a day. So we normally now and then. If we are having those high impacting news and we're having some big moves, we just jump in and live with our members on the Discord and just to keep them updated and for them to keep focused. All right, guys. So again, if you like our content here, please do make sure that you smash that like button and also subscribe as well. Right, so just one more time here to show you our view here going forward that we're going to be expecting to see this move to the up side. Don't forget, if you like the content again, you wish to be part of the group, please do hop in here at trading-wave.com, and if you've got any inquiries, just talk to us here on the right bottom corner of the screen. All right, everybody, please trade safe and responsible, and cheers. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.